I was actually driving home from Test Bros, and if you look at the road right here, this is a very industrial area. There was a giant, I guess, like trash bin here, and they were moving a bunch of stuff, which I think, I don't know, I don't know exactly what happened, but there were some things on the road. And I was driving, it's only 15 minutes away maybe from the house, literally went flat. It was losing 1 PSI every like 15 seconds. So we're gonna talk about, what do you do? Like if you're getting a flat, like what's your next step, right? So when I was actually driving, I put it on service so I could actually see what my PSI is while I'm driving. And then once I was monitoring it, and I could see it drop down, which is kind of crazy. Once I got to about 20, which is really low. One, I drove really slowly and carefully. You have to be very careful. And then two, I was looking for, obviously a gas station with like a tire inflator, right? So this holds 55 PSI is about what you need to have it on, which is a lot of air, right? And it also is a very, very large tire. It's 35-inch tires, so it holds a lot. So if that happens, you have to assess the situation. Can you actually get home, or do you need a tow truck? And I always try to get home or a shop or wherever I need to go firsthand if I can, because I think once you have a tow truck, typically I would say you're gonna wait 30 minutes to at least an hour, hour and a half, which is a lot of time. It's cold and stuff, so if you can, I would highly recommend trying to find a gas station. If you don't have a gas station, I'm holding this. This is a tire inflator that we sell at testbros.com. This has saved my life and our family's life. I guess not a life, but a lot of troubles from this. And this is a really, really small inflator. It's USB-C, and you can also power stuff with it. I believe it's in I forget, 7,500 or 10,000 milliamps. But you can actually inflate your tires just to get to where you need to go in here. So if you have this, this is really good. I don't know if this could inflate all four, if all of them, from 0 to 50, but this could certainly hold, if you were flat on one of them, this could actually get you to almost full. So the topic here is, can you patch your your tires? And answer is yes and no. I know that's an awful answer. I hate it when people say that. But the idea is, typically they say if it's in the middle, right here, you can actually patch it, right? So right in this zone, you're able to patch. Once it gets to like 1.5 inch and then the outer wall, you should never patch it, right? And there's also different types of patching. So what I ended up doing is I stopped at the gas station. Before I aired it, I was at 16 PSI. That's really, really low. I went into the gas station. I typically have a tire kit, right? I just want to patch it temporarily just so I can get to where I need to go. And then I actually bought the kit, which I actually have. Let me just show you what I bought. It's from the gas station. It's these two tools, and I always have this typically in my car. The first one is you're supposed to use this to kind of clean the hole with this. And then after that, this is the thing that you plug it in. You have to go through with it, and then you pretty much stuff it in, and then you pull it out, and then it plugs it. Guys, this is not a permanent fix. So I got home, I was holding air a lot better. So it wasn't losing PSI by the seconds, it was losing PSI by the hours. So that's much better. So I got home, it was safe. I left it overnight. So when I got in the morning, I was at 20 PSI. So from 40 PSI, I would just put it to 40. I was at 20 PSI. That's around, in the span of like 10 hours. I don't think that's bad. So what I did is I got this charge overnight, and I left it in the morning, let it run for 5 minutes. I got up to, I believe, like 40 or something like that, or like a little bit under 40, like 30 some. And then I was able to drive it to Tesla. It was only 5 minutes away, luckily. And fortunately, they were able to give me all 50 PSI, and then from 50 PSI, it's a lot easier because they have all the equipment. I was able to get to work, which is about 15 minutes. Which isn't long, and then I took it to our neighbor shop, Quick Everett's Garage. So if you're ever in Chattanooga and you need work done for really any car, I would highly recommend checking out Quick Everett's Garage. They're awesome. They're literally right next to us. But they were able to patch it. I mean, you don't even see it here. And here's the difference, right? Patching it like this, guys, and actually patching it in an actual shop, like a tire shop or auto shop, is very different. So what they actually do, and I have some photos that I'll probably put in this video, is they put this on a lift, they actually take out the tires, they take it out from the wheels, and then there's actually foam inside here, and there's also a sensor in there, and then they patch it from the inside and the outside as well. That's the proper way to patch. That's a much more permanent way to patch compared to this is more of a temporary, in my opinion. But if you want to do it right, you will do it from the inside, right? What they typically recommend is inside the middle, and it's not on the sidewall, the 1.5 inch around the sidewall. You should be able to patch it. You don't need to buy brand new tires. The Cybertruck tires, I think, are about $500 a piece if you include all the labor and all that stuff. So $2,000 for tires, that's a lot, right? I mean, it's not that bad for these big ones, but I mean, that's a lot to change, especially if you have to change just one. So that's my story. Yes, you can do it. That's what I would recommend. Definitely have one of these. I would highly recommend having this just so that you could have it in case of an emergency. It's literally so small, and you could just put it in your trunk and just kind of forget it when you need it. But that's how you would do it properly. Let us know if you have any questions, comments. Click on that subscribe button, and we'll see you later.